Hey, and welcome to a Chicago Beer Pass beer review. And Nick, we were up at Black Lung, and he gave us a whole bunch of beer.
Yeah, he's a coal miner's. What is he? A coal miner's daughter? What's the story? Why do they call it Black Lung?
His grandfather was
Was a coal miner? Someone's a coal miner.
people. I don't know if you saw on
Yeah,
Twitter.
people hate this name.
People got mad at us
Yeah.
for posting about it.
They were saying like, what child labor? Child labor brewery wasn't available, so you named it Black Lung. People-
I understand the thought behind like not enjoying the name. The name does bring up things that aren't like pleasant, right?
Yeah, I think the association was like people have Black Lung because they're in these coal mines, and it's all based on corporate greed. I think was the comment.
Was the comment?
Yeah. But Black Lung in general is an ailment, right? Because you're a coal miner and you're breathing in all this coal, and now your
Right.
lungs are black. So it sounds like a bad thing,
It is bad.
right?
It's not sounds. It is bad. So yeah, it does make it seem like you're drinking this beer. It's like, wait, why you're naming your thing after
Basically,
polio brewing,
yeah, you're naming it after like basically a disease.
right?
And we were there, and we met Josh. He's a swell guy. We had a good time. It didn't dawn on me at all to ask him about this name.
We did ask about.
We
the
did?
name. We asked like where it came from, and he said like, oh, his grandfather, and then also there's a song. He mentioned the artist.
Yeah, because he's super into music, and a lot of his beer names are like referencing like shit that he likes to hear.
There was a song about this, and it sort of like clicked the two things together. And his wife was like, "Oh, you should name it this."
Okay.
I feel like his connection there is meaningful. If I opened a brewery and called it Black Lung, then that's disingenuous. But he sort of has the connection to it, so there's no reason not. Like, I don't know if your grandfather had polio and you almost were like, and that affected you in a way that blah blah blah. I could understand that.
You kind of see it as a way of like paying tribute to someone in your family through this connection to polio. Yeah, and I guess as an outsider, if you're an outsider, you might not understand that.
Right.
Yeah.
I did not want to get in it on Twitter with the person that got mad at us.
I don't engage necessarily on Twitter. We just post, right? That's always been my stance. Other people can engage. I'd like to just post.
Yeah, it's what according to Elon Musk, it's 70% bot. So this lady that posted this, she was probably a bot.
She's probably not even real.
I can't guarantee she was a real person.
And Beer Twitter, let's be clear, Beer Twitter hates you. Whoever you are, Beer Twitter will find a reason to hate you. Beer Twitter doesn't like anything about anybody. That's Beer Twitter.
But we are here in general for the beer, right?
Yes, we got sidetracked, Brad. We're here for the beer.
But just our whole thing is like we're here for the beer. There are there are outliers where the founders thing or the January 6th, some of those people
oh yeah, the insurgents.
Yeah, insurrectionists. We can't. We're not gonna support that. We're not gonna support Guncraft kind of stuff, like those things that I don't know, and just not they can make great beer. But in general, we are focused always on the beer versus not necessarily always the people behind it or even the name of the beer. I know that what was the brewery that got in trouble for Panty Dropper or that sort of name of beers?
What do you call it? The Rockford guys.
Yeah.
What's the name? I forget the name of their crew. But they made Vanilla Bitch Slap.
Right.
I forget what's the name.
Just
whatever.
in general, that beer wasn't good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Josh is making better beer. I feel like we're running in circles and digging ourselves in a bad hole.
It's fine. No, but I think it's we were there, and we've talked about this brewery more than once. So, and we haven't talked about it from this angle. And that's fine, right? Because we've mentioned them 3 or 4 times. So if we take this time to just talk about a piece we haven't talked about, I think that's fine.
Okay. But this is a New Zealand style Pilsner called Riff Track, right?
Yeah.
And It actually has a lot of flavor coming off this like blonde we were drinking from Half Acre.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Almost
Nelson.
a little fruity.
Yeah, Nelson Sauvin,
Kumquat.
Motueka,
Okay.
and Waima hops.
Like a paella, or not paella, papaya.
Man, now you got me hungry. Paella is that rice thing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Like
with the seafood.
Yeah.
Oh, those are good.
We do.
You got to eat them there though. You can't take them to go.
We do like campfire paella.
Oh, you do the paellas? Oh man,
Those are fun. We've got it down.
paella is the shit, man.
Paella over the campfire.
Oh, nice.
It's real good. But anyway, this isn't paella. This is like paella. Not paella.
Were you thinking papaya?
Papaya.
Okay. Yeah.
Or like a kumquat, or like some sort of like, not kiwi. Yeah, something along the like melon-y.
Yeah, it's melony, but it's also like herbal and grassy are terms I use a lot when I can't describe like that fruity. It's a different kind of fruit sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's different. It's definitely not something you usually have in a Pilsner.
Right.
Yeah.
I almost wouldn't call it a Pilsner. It doesn't feel crisp enough to be a Pilsner. You could almost just call it a pale ale, and I think it might be more appropriate, but maybe it has like, the grain bill is maybe more closer in line with a Pilsner.
And then well, if they're using lager yeast though, right? Then you can't, right? Then it's got to be a Pilsner or a lager.
But you can call it whatever you want, right?
That was a talk in the last show. If it's a Kolsch and it's dark and you want to call it an evening Kolsch, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Right. If I roll up to Black Lung, I'm probably more likely to order, my first beer is going to be the Pilsner. And maybe it's not a Pilsner. But I ordered it thinking, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a different take on it.
Yeah. Everyone, all bets are off, right? With like styles and what they say it is versus what it really is.
The hazy IPA thing ruined this because it's often sometimes just listed as an IPA. And so you are rolling the dice on what kind of IPA you're getting.
I do like this beer.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's different. I'm glad we tried it. Brewed and canned in Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Hello. If you're up that way, I want to say it's, near, it feels like it's near Wisconsin border. It's definitely in the deep north burbs. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we went, we enjoyed it. It's in a strip mall. There's a pizza joint and a cakery in the strip mall. And I think he's done collaborations with both of those guys, I want to say.
And he wants to do a beer with us.
We're
gonna hopefully do that. We're gonna perfect our black lager.
Yeah. We need to dial in. I think we need to make more demands when we go. Or, demands are strong, but we need to make more suggestions. Right? Yeah. So that it lands.
Be strong.
Yeah.
Man.
Be assertive. Be intentional.
Right.
Yeah. When we do the Black Lung beer. So
Black Lung, black lager.
Black Lung, black lager.
Black. Back in black.
Back in black.
Back in black. Black IPA.
Yeah.
Back in black IPA from Black Lung.
It's a lot of words. MS would never put that beer on their menu.
I was just trying to.
We should call it bitter. We should call it. We should make a black lager and call it Beer Twitter Hates You. That's what we should call it. We'll figure it out. Working titles. But
Yeah. Okay. I'm just thinking about
you're still spitballing.
Yeah. As I drink
Stay
this
focused.
beer. Yeah. Hit up Black Lung Brewing. They have music every week. That's kind of one of those things. They have a great area to hang out outside. I feel like as summer hits, that's going to be a cool spot for people to hang out at.
It's interesting. Then when you go up that way, I think he was saying you're not too far from. I think on the way back down to the city, you could hit Scorched Earth, or if you're like us, we hit Tighthead on the way back down.
Yeah.
And I think Roaring Table you could hit. Like there's a lot of options. If you decide to escape, light the lamp. If you want to escape Occupy Chicago and head deep north on the Lake County Libations Trail, as they call it, and just discover some of these towns, I think you'll find something that you like. Mm-hmm. If you were to route out maybe 3 or 4 of them, you'll definitely find something you like. So,
All right. Sounds good. Cheers.
Cheers.